Good day and welcome to Ram TV. I'm Dallas Matamayo filling in for Katie Scholl, and let's take a look at what's going on around campus. AJ Garcia goes to a live situation where a street preacher causes a commotion outside of the UC.
My name is AJ Garcia, and we're outside between the University Center and the library where we experienced a religious solicitor coming and trying to preach to students. Here's what they had to say about that. It all started at about 11 in the morning on April 23rd out between the University Center and the Porter Henderson Library. A street preacher came onto campus property and preached in an area considered a free public speaking zone. And at the very beginning, most students were ignoring the man, but about an hour and a half later, students started to gather and listen to what the person had to say.
I think that everyone has the right to speak, but when it starts getting disrespectful, I think that's when it should stop.
When I came over here, I was more interested in a conversation between the gentleman who was here and me as someone who completely is like the opposite spectrum of what he was preaching today.
I am not a Christian, but even then, like, I have friends who are Christian. I support all religions, but this was just not okay.
Some students were upset because they felt like the man had come to their campus unprovoked to just spread hate and judgment. But when listening to the conversations, you can hear when it turns sour.
A lot of times I think it has to do with being abused, being abused as a young child.
As it continued, more and more people tried to involve themselves within his crowd and trying to engage with him.
I did agree with the fact that he had the bold courage to stand up for what he believes in that regard, so I can respect that. And that's like my summary takeaway. I didn't agree with everything, but everybody has their own opinions about but that's my opinion, so.
Close to the time he left, a Muslim man tried to engage in a conversation with him, seemingly trying to find some common ground, but it also turned sour when the man said that Muslims would be going to hell for believing in a false god.
Muslims going to hell because they're serving a false god. The Quran teaches a false god.
I think he had a great intention behind trying to share the word of Jesus, but I think he completely misconstrued the point of the gospel and didn't show the love of Jesus correctly.
Someone of the opposite sex.
I don't need to know what it's like to be homosexual to know it's wrong.
I love when people are trying to share their faith, but in this context, the way that the guy is sharing his faith is he's completely missing the point of the gospel.
After all the commotion and the crowd becoming rowdier and rowdier, the man decided to leave.
And so out of love, because I think I made my point with this message, I'm going to leave.
With all the facts presented, my name is AJ Garcia with Ram TV. Thank you.
Thanks, AJ. On Friday, April 25th, Angelettes are holding in-person auditions at the Ben Kelly Center for Human Performance Dance Studio. Auditions are by invite only, but are free of charge. They're looking for confident, energetic, and passionate dancers with strong technical skills and well-rounded in several styles of dance. For more information, you can look on the Angelo State website by searching Angelettes. Good luck. William Young goes to the Mayer Museum to check out their latest exhibition, Curiosity in Motion, the intersection of art and science.
Hello, I'm William Young, and today we're at the Mayer Museum to check out their newest exhibit.
The Mayer Museum revealed a new exhibition called Curiosity in Motion, the intersection of art and science. According to Becca Coleman, the director of the museum and curator of the exhibit, the theme is how artists and scientists work similarly through parallels between the creative process and scientific method. There are two different artists on display. The first, Ariel Bowman, is a ceramicist from the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
She uses a scientific process of comparative anatomy discovered by Cuvier, and basically what that is looking at current animals to be able to kind of guess or assume what prehistoric animals would look like. They're all real narrative pieces, so there's a lot of iconography that tells you a little bit about them, but the science behind the artistic process is really almost, if not more important than the aesthetic process of what is on display.
The exhibition also features illustrations drawn by Dr. Terry Maxwell, a former professor here at Angelo State. The exhibition will remain up until October 19th, but new displays and activities will be dropped throughout the summer and fall semester to keep things fresh.
The best thing about the Mayer Museum is it's free. My hope is that you come in to look for one thing and we trick you into coming back multiple times to see the exhibit over and over again.
That was just a peek of what's new at the Mayer Museum. This has been William Young with Ram TV.
Thanks, William. After the break, we go to Justin Juanillo for the latest in entertainment.
Hello Ram fam, I'm Justin Juanillo and let's take a look at our entertainment. Join San Angelo's award-winning chorus, the Twin Mountain Tones Band, for their celebration of music April 25th at approximately 7:29 p.m. at the Brooks and Bates Theater. Enjoy the district-winning groups Overdrive, Harmonic Flux, and San Angelo's premier quartet, the Cactus Brothers. Tickets will be on sale at www.sanangelopac.org/events. And that's the end of our entertainment. See y'all next time.
Thanks, Jesselyn. On April 28th, ASU's Korean Students Association is hosting a K-pop concert. From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., enjoy Korean culture through singing, dancing, and live instruments. While not a contest, the time spent for all those who join are sure to have a wonderful time. Come out and support KSA. Let's look at this week's 5-day weather forecast. A Monday high of 89, low 67. Tuesday high 84 and low 62. Wednesday high 82, low 57. Thursday high 88 and a low of 60, and Friday high of 79 and a low of 57. After the break, we go to Katie Nosa with all things ASU sports.
Hey Ram fam, I'm Kaden Nahosa, and let's take a look at everything happening in ASU sports. The Ram Bell softball team traveled to play both Eastern and Western New Mexico universities, where they won all 4 games and scored 11 home runs against the Western Mustangs, improving to a 41-9 overall. Rams baseball won all 4 games against Eastern New Mexico with a combined score of 52-24, improving to a 39-7 overall. The Angelo State track and field concluded their final home meet, securing a combined 18 provisional marks, with Antonio Blair running a top 10 time in Division II. The ASU tennis team lost to St. Mary's University this weekend, moving them to a 13-7 overall score. And finally, the ASU golf team took 8th place in the Lone Star Conference this past weekend with an overall score of 931 through 3 games. Next, we go to Naya Ochoa, who interviewed Ram Bell's volleyball player, Carissa Perez.
This is Naya Ochoa for Ram TV, and let's take a look at what's happening in volleyball.
I had the chance to interview Carissa Perez, a sophomore from Laredo, Texas, majoring in health science professions. She has played volleyball since 2nd grade and is a defense specialist libero for the Ram Bells.
It's a whole family away from home in a way, so you don't really feel homesick as much, and if you do, you have your sisters here that you're building bonds with.
To play her position, Perez spends a lot of time in the weight room and gets help from the team's trainer Brady Connor for nutrition and workout plans.
I like to run a lot of conditioning since we're on the court moving around a lot and we have to be squatting the whole time. And I try to do ladders or cone work to be more explosive on the court, since that's one of the aspects of a libero.
As a student athlete, Perez says she has to sacrifice time that might be spent with friends to study. She hopes to attend PA school in the future.
My first semester, it took it a lot by surprise. I didn't expect it to be that hard, but after my first semester, it came with experience, and I kind of just had to work on my time management, not just put everything into volleyball, but balance it between volleyball and sports.
After our time together, I asked her to give some advice to future players.
I would keep saying, accept failure as a way of learning from it and embrace it, so that way you don't defeat yourself every time you fail at something.
With Ram TV, this is Naya Ochoa.
Thanks, Naya. Ram Bell softball will conclude their regular season this weekend when they host West Texas A&M, while Rams baseball will conclude their regular season in Oklahoma against Cameron University. And lastly, ASU's tennis team will hit the road for the final time this season to take on Western New Mexico. And that's everything in ASU sports. Tiana Montag teaches us what Denim Day is and what the Title IX office is doing in observation of Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month.
Hi, this is Tiana Montag from MTV News, and let's see what event the Title IX office is having. On Wednesday, April 30th, from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., at the Blue Canopy area between the UC and the library, join the Office of the Title IX Compliance in observing SAAPM by wearing denim on this important day. At this event, there will be free giveaways, free awareness ribbon stickers, free interactive activities, and a free denim contest. The denim contest lets students, faculty, and staff participate in various ways, one of them being through Instagram posts or in person at the Denim Day event. How to participate: wear denim, take a picture of you in denim, tag the counseling services on Instagram from April 28th through April 30th, or wear denim and attend the Denim Day event, take a picture of yourself in denim at the Denim Day photo booth, and tag the Counseling Services on Instagram or email title.ix@angelo.edu. Some of the award categories are Most Pieces of Denim, Most Denim Coverage, and Most Creative. Winners of each award category will receive a prize. All submissions will also be entered into a raffle for prizes. Reporting for Ram TV News, this is Tiana Montag.
Thanks, Tiana. Give the gift of life with Tri Beta Blood Drive. From April 30th till May 1st, Tri Beta will be collaborating with Vitalent to help with blood donations. This once first semester event takes place at the College Hills Baptist Church parking lot and is to help with the ongoing need for blood and blood-related products. All on campus are encouraged to participate, with students from the biology department receiving extra credit. You can make an appointment through Angelo State's website. Well, that's it for this week's news. My name is Dasma Tamayo. For more Ram TV content, you can visit Ram TV's YouTube channel by looking up Ram Media. Thank you for watching and have a great week.